Hi, it's about 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on Xbox. So we're back to having a look at Power Play, and I really got into Power Play this first week that I've been giving it a go. Really way more than I thought I would. Honestly, I really got into it a lot more than I thought I would. And one of the things that helped was being able to undermine expansions that belong to other powers. Now you can undermine control systems and you can undermine expansions. Now, because Archon Delane doesn't have any current expansions of his own to work on, and there was only really one undermining target that Archon Delane wanted to go under, and I kept that one monitored and helped out a little bit, I was mainly pushing against targets that the feds wanted to push back on, because I don't particularly like the player groups that work for those power plays, and I like messing with them, and it was a great way to get merits. Now, the undermining, basically, when it comes to expansions, it's just straight shoot hole between the people trying to expand and the people trying to undermine the expansion. Whoever gets the most times over, the most percentage done, the better. And the scores are huge. I was not prepared for the way the scores go. They get huge. They get massive. Now, I took some screenshots the day before it ended, and the last day it just got extreme with some of them. There is also some dirty play that goes on with expansions, which I'll get into when we look at some of the triggers for it. But the triggers for expansions are affected by the BGS state of the systems around the system you're trying to take control over, as far as I understand it. Like I say, I'm linking to the Remlock guide for Power Play, and if you really want to dig your teeth into Power Play, I suggest you go through that thing. It's an amazing resource. They're one for BGS and they're one for Power Play. Both very good guides. They've taught me a lot about the game. You know, it is a bit nerdy. It is nerding out, but let's face it, we're talking about an intergalactic game of Risk played between player groups that can run into the hundreds and thousands of players. It's ultimately incredibly nerdy Power Play. There are people out there using spreadsheets right now to work out how many merits they want to get to do certain things. That is a level of nerdiness that I'm not willing to go to. I have said before, during the IED war, I nearly got a spreadsheet out, and that's when I went, take a step back, take a deep breath. It's a game. Let's play it like a game, not go to work. I'm not working on spreadsheets unless someone's paying me to work on spreadsheets, honestly. Statistical analysis is all well and fun for weirdos like me, but I'm not going to do it in my free time unless I'm just not, because I do enough of it and it's just not worth it. But as you can see now, there's triggers involved here. So basically, the score you have to get to is dependent on how easy or how difficult the thing is. Here we've got the Leon Rue one, which is just hilariously, he could expand really easily. And he's expanding, but the place he's expanding to is a negative CC. So I don't feel that's his people pushing him into expansion. I feel that's people who don't like him. Because that's a way of sabotaging other people's CC, is basically giving them a load of rubbish systems. Now, one of my main targets was this one, because who doesn't like messing with Imperials? And I did a lot of merits. Like I say, I got to 34,000 in merits in that week, which is an absolutely ludicrous number for me. Someone who'd only did 1,500. Well, I did a couple of thousand merits a week. Now I'm looking to do at least 20,000 merits a week, just in case I take a week off and I still get my tier 5. So yeah, I'm looking to do a minimum of 20,000, maximum, like I say, the sky's the limit, because yeah, the sky is the limit. You can literally have one person going absolutely insane, scoring loads of points. Now, as for doing undermining, I have a few tips. Now, I don't have any specific PvE ships, and I should. What you actually really want for this is something that's durable, has a quick recharge, so a Bioweave is actually good. Even a Bioweave FDL is a good move, weirdly. Something that can survive a gank in terms of PvP, but you're looking to run away if someone comes after you PvP-wise. You want usually something that can pick up the materials left over, because there's a lot of materials dropped. I personally think an Anaconda's a really good ship for undermining, because you can get everything you want on there, and yeah, it can really dish out the firepower. Corvette's pretty decent. Scooby was having an easy time in his Corvette. He can dish out a lot of firepower and kill these things very quickly. I found ramming him to death in my Mamba just kept me entertained. Even though it's not the best ship for it, I was finding if I reboot and repair between rounds, half my shield strength was enough to get through an instance. What we were doing is dropping within 50 to 100k of the nav beacon. So you don't drop on the nav beacon, you drop just off the nav beacon, clear it, then jump up, drop just off the nav beacon, clear it and jump up. My main tips is, like in etiquette when you work with knives and forks, work from the outside in. So kill the wingman before you kill the primary target. Best method is aggro everything, and that way it's less chance it's going to jump out. And just basically gorge yourself on the kills. It's 30 merits per kill. Keep going as long as you can. You can make 1,500 merits per hour easily doing this method. In a wing of you, you can get up to 2,000 merits an hour. It is boring, but it's okay when you're nattering and having fun. And that's it. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you got some tips, and like I say, read the Remlock guide.